wanna put it on your nose, but it's clear how my baby's running this a block, cause you fear what you do to you if you get dirty hands and veneer. What you do, what she is, little boy, I tell you this. If baby wants sit, she can sit. If baby says lit, it's lit. Got your bank account and that cute. If she said it loud, it's the truth. If baby wanna ride, she can ride. If baby needs some time, she got time. Got your bank account and that cute. She can make it count, how about you? She would put you in the bag, yeah. Wouldn't even need a planet. If she wanted, she a magnet. They should let her name a planet. Everything she drop like Corona, viral, make the world start over like a owner. She ain't about to set, but they really wanna throne her. Listen, she like bass, she like Hova. Self-employed, moving paper better than some Billy Boy. Made a choice on the regular, she bring a milli home. Click my phone, get my ass up, get a dinner going. Watch she out there, making sure that you all know. Baby wants sit, she can sit. If baby says lit, it's lit. Got your blank account and that cute. If she said it loud, it's the truth. If baby wanna ride, she can ride. Baby needs some time, she got time. Got your bank account and that cute. She can make it count, how about you? She be always making money, if it's raining, if it's sunny. She make time to call me honey every day. Drop a couple bands on the click, they need pay. Then a couple more on the tip, baby saves. Daddy's just the everyday, imagine holiday. If I get the 50 cents, she get me holidays. Signing with the fly, if you meet her, know it's true. So if she ever asks you, you know that baby wants sit, she can sit. If baby says lit, it's lit. Got your blank account and that cute. If she said it loud, it's the truth. If baby wanna ride, she can ride. Baby needs some time, she got time. Got your bank account and that cute. She can make it count, how about you?
I'ma go all the way up. They keep on calling my phone. They catching on to the buzz. I got it out of the mud, but I'ma go all the way up. Bad girl from the soil, taking me out of this world. I'ma go all the way up. Nice guy with a cold shoulder. Yeah, we cool, but I don't know you. Roll the flower when I'm off the potion. Give me superpowers that I won't stop to the bankroll on supermassive. Big bank for the space chatter. Way up in a squad NASA. Copperfield with the dark magic. Subtle flex when I run a race. Tell these rap buddies eat my dust. Lil baddie after cellular. Talking life and how we set it up. I'm a sharpshooter, yeah, Will Smith. Call me Prince Park, let me freshen up. Bay boy on the level up. Way up near the nebulas. I'm never copping a chain, cause I see it all through the frames. And I leave it all on the pages, feeling like they want me locked in a cage. They want us all on the fade, but I'ma go all the way A with it, cause I don't feel all the way safe here. Yeah, spray the champagne, shower up in the air. Stunner goggles, I don't mess with the flu. Untamed and she wild off the goose. Ghost ride, yeah, I come through the roof. Ducking 12, get it all on my tail. Hella wild and I break all the rules. Chill, chill, bro, you way out of line. Yeah, I know it's a mood. I'ma go all the way up. They keep on calling my phone. They catching on to the buzz. I got it out of the mud, but I'ma go all the way up. Bad girl from the soil, she taking me out of this world, so I'ma go all the way up. Got the Jada squinting, got the gator spinning, I'm outrageous with it, going crazy with it. Got the phrase jumping off the page, gifted, got the waves swishing, got the neighbors tripping, got the trap booming, jumping out the speakers, drip on me, jumping off the easel. Gold wristed, couldn't tell me nothing. No, bought a fisted. Cooking the bars, turn a lab into a living kitchen. Watch them grimace when I water whip it. Subtle flexing, live a candid image. Come from pushing in the S-type with no license, gas low, the windows tinted. Still couldn't see me with the zoom on your little vision. Nah, we are not the same, we got different lenses. No one snapping like we something real vivid, keep it realistic. Quick to split it with my day ones. Got the label making bank runs, cause a train of thought like a freight, huh? I'm the type to get a late start. You the type to be afraid, huh? I'm the type to never have things. You the type to have it made, huh? Yeah, wave. And I keep fuel to the flame, huh? How they got me going this hard, really I'm the type to never say much. Vice grip, got the game clutch. Every song make the stage rush. I always said making money might change things, but never let it make us. I'ma go all the way up. They keep on calling my phone. They catching on to the buzz. I got it out of the mud, but I'ma go all the way up. Bad girl from the soil, she taking me out of this world. I'ma go all the way up. They keep on calling my phone. They catching on to the buzz. I got it out of the mud. I'ma go all the way up. They keep on calling my phone. They catching on to the buzz. I got it out of the mud. I'ma go all the way up. Y'all hit up with a dream, hold it down for my team. I'm afraid of how I'm feeling. I get high in the ceiling. How I'm feeling, high in the ceiling. I've been living like I'm past rules. In this rap tattoo, living like I'm finished. Bitch, I'ma go all the way up.
No. Yeah. Oh, I can't let him take my soul. No. Yeah. I can't let him take my soul. No. Oh, I can't let him take my soul. No. See, we was cool right before he hit the fence, but he hit the fan when I got him down at the bench. But I took a break, I had to leave and go get cleansed. God forgive me for all my sins. I can't say these cause my last name ain't Kent. Cooking on the stove, that's the way he paid the rent. Working on the pole, that's the way she paid tuition. Better watch your soul, cause you know they trying to get it. Yeah. I learned my right from wrong on a song. I let my heart bleed on my sleeve through microphones. I'm trying to right my wrongs by writing out my wrongs. Ran through a check, cause it's hard to live off bread alone. So if you see me slipping, yeah, let me know. Cause it ain't the end of times yet, I know, but it's getting close. Yeah, I need my space to breathe, that's why I be going ghost. I ain't trying to stay up on that wide road, cause I can't let him take my soul. Nah, no. Oh, I can't let him take my soul. No. I can't let him take my soul. No. Oh, I can't let him take my soul. No. They thinking I'm bluffing, but I promise I do it. That K got a drum, like murder and booming. We sending you vert, if I get my little Uzi. They thinking I'm crazy, I'm gon' see you to hate this. People I'm saying, get what I'm painting. A picture big, I call it little baby. If I'm on the board, then we playing chess. If you on my way, you gon' need a vest. Act big, you might get stretched. All your gun talk, I ain't impressed. My 45 seen real traffic. That's Dallas, Texas. My little partner called her body for a Maserati. He told him get up out the car, hit him with the shotty. That 12 gauge, gave him life in the 12th grade. I tried to write him, but we ain't on the same page. I caught him slipping, I just had to let him know. It ain't the end of times yet, I know, but it's getting close. These demons really out to get you, so you better guard your post. There's certain things I could probably let go, but I can't let them take my soul. Nah, no. Oh, I can't let them take my soul. Nah, no. I can't let them take my soul. Nah, no. Oh, I can't let them take my soul. No. I can't let them take my soul.
Baby, I see you hanging with your friends, chillin', day and night for days on end. Now you can't come see me tonight. Say you ain't got the time. I'm the last one you prioritize. Peeping your IG pictures on my phone. I won't spend another night at home. Okay, I'ma just be on my way. You'll see I'm not the one you take for granted, babe. I know that life can be busy, love, but you make time for the ones you love. It's only right, it's what I deserve. Love, tell me what you done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. Did your mind go on vacation, leaving your affection for used to wonder why, but now I'm left with no more tears to cry. I know that life can be busy, love, but you make time for the ones you love. It's only right, it's what I deserve. Love, tell me what you done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. Did your mind go on vacation, leaving your affection for me at home? Tell me what you done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. Where's your heart and your attention? Where's the kind of love that I used to know? If you want me the way I want you, put your all into all that you do. It's only right, it's what I deserve. Love, tell me what you done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. Did your mind go on vacation, leaving your affection for me at home? Tell me what you done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. Where's your heart and your attention? Where's the kind of love that I used to know?
In this moment,
Yes.
I cannot say what's wrong or right.
No.
It's not hard to fool me,
No.
'cause I'm addicted to the good life.
Yes.
Yeah, lead the way, I follow. No need to say
No.
where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Yeah, susceptible now, before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Ooh, susceptible now, before the moment flies. It's not a problem,
No.
'cause I know what I'm getting into.
Yes.
Yeah, and nothing can stop me,
No.
'cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Yeah, susceptible.
If only you could see me now. If only you could tell me why you disappeared, you made me cry. So don't come back.
You are now tuning in to TNJ Radio Show.
Good evening, sir. You're mute. Mute. I can hear you now.
Closed captioning out.
You was doing your mute. What's cracking, man? What's going on with you, man?
Another great day. Another day, another dollar.
Let's get our great impression of Kevin Samuels. Go.
Well, let me ask you a couple questions, sir. Hold on. I gotta act like I can spin around in my chair.
Then he put that picture on a little thing that we moving like. You're like, yeah, get them likes up. Get them likes up, folks. We doing a Kevin Samuels impression today.
Oh man. Yeah, he definitely have it little.
People like with the suit on.
Oh, hold on. I gotta do this. I do it right.
Oh yeah, the dim light. People like 30% of women gonna die alone with a dog. 30%. Anyway. Let's get to it, man. So how was your week, man? How was your week?
Definitely a great week up here in Pittsburgh, man. We had 60-degree days, a lot warmer than usual.
So I got a little theme here, man. So if the weather is good, it's a good day, and if it's not, it's a bad day. Is that what you're trying to say, man?
Exactly. That's how it is in Pittsburgh. Except football season. Like I'm probably not included, but the people up here, whenever the Steelers lose, all of a sudden it changes their mood.
What you do for Valentine's Day, man?
Me and the wife, we went out, had some good eats, but you know how they always have the Valentine's Day specials, where they try to overtax you on some stuff. They'd be like, yeah, these mints, they're $25 because they're Valentine's Day mints. This steak, it's going to be $50 because it's Valentine's Day steak. So the normal.
Where did y'all go?
Just a small restaurant in the area.
What is it called? Because I'm listen. See, I'm coming to Pittsburgh, man, and I know you be going all out for your lady, man. And so when I come to Pittsburgh in April, I want to go all out. So where did you go?
Well, there's a couple spots, but I went to a place on Mount Washington, Lamont.
I heard about that place, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that the place where you get the view?
Nice view of the city. So
did you have a limo? Did you have like roses in the vehicle? What you do?
Yeah, I had a limo called My Car. But
what company is that, man? Give me that number.
It's a rose-colored cars.
Make sure you give me that number to that My Car. But continue.
Yeah, but definitely good. A good place if you want to look over the city. A lot of people get a pretty good picture of everything up there. That's for Pittsburgh. That's the spot where you get the postcard picture of Pittsburgh.
Did y'all take any pictures?
Not this time, but that's actually It's a hot spot for pictures for proposals, hot spot for wedding pictures. So definitely a nice spot up there.
Man, I might drive by. It's probably, you said it was expensive, huh?
Yeah,
I'll
not
take a picture in front of it. I ain't going in. Go ahead. I'll be like,
man. You could be like, see if they got the bring your own food program. They'll be like, yeah,
oh, so
sure.
ghetto.
Here on the sidewalk,
Hey,
park it.
you tell your shorty like, look, man, we're gonna do some romantic stuff, man. We're gonna have a picnic. You might get left. Might get left.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. So you went there. Yeah. How was your weekend though? How was you do anything special on the weekend?
Uh, this weekend, what was going on? That facade of a game, All-Star game. I don't even know if should really call it that anymore. That stuff.
And that was trash, man. I did a live video talking about that, man. In my opinion, I think ever since, and people gonna hate on me, but I went through the list on my live video, and ever since LeBron stopped didn't do it in '04,
Mm-hmm.
superstars haven't been doing it. They haven't been participating in the slam dunk contest. Because why haven't Dwayne Wade been in it? When he was young legs jumping out of the gym, or Derrick Rose. You know what I'm saying? But the highlight of the thing was Michael Jordan to me. Oh, Michael Jordan was out there pimping.
Oh yeah.
He was, man.
He cold. She belongs to the streets.
You see what he did with Mary J?
I,
Mary J was
I, I,
like, she just wanted to be happy. Mary J just wanted to be happy. Oh man. She was like, no more tears. Like, you know what I mean? Like, reminiscing of the times we had. Like, you see that hug? I was like, wow, okay. I listened to Mary J's album. I heard somebody on Facebook say her album was pretty good. Man, that girl hurt, man. And when anytime in R&B history, if a girl is hurt, it's a platinum album. Trust me. We could go to Keisha Cole's. When Keisha Cole started talking about happy things, her sales went down. You know what I'm saying? When Usher was talking about Confessions, platinum album. When he started talking about love, womp womp. You know what I'm saying? When Prince was talking about red Corvettes and stuff, he was rolling. When he started talking about violent, what's that? Diamonds and pearls, this stuff went down. You gotta be hurt, man. But Michael Jordan was the highlight. He took over Cleveland. After all them times he hit the shot, he said, "Give me that freaking ball." Just ruined their hearts, and they gave them this biggest stand ovation. Almost brought me to tears. Like LeBron went out there, they said, "Yeah." When your boy went out there, they was like, "Oh yeah, he's the man." No cap on that, man. No cap.
He's out there
He stole the
like
show.
a star, getting the respect he deserves. And man, it's good, because Mike, he always been good with that media. You know what I mean? Like
But he's a jerk in real life. That's the thing.
But if you didn't know him, you would have thought that like man, Mike cooler than the other side of the pillow or something,
Yeah, his legacy. It's basically his legacy, man. Like, you can't beat Ghost. You can't. LeBron is chasing a ghost. The same way when you look at Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, like, we didn't watch him, but we just keep that the legacy of him beating Foreman and the Thriller in Manila and all that stuff, fighting in Zaire, but we don't want to remember the fact that he lost the bums and he lost to Larry Holmes, and he was a shell of himself fighting wrestlers for money. You know what I'm saying? But the legacy, you can't beat the legacy though. Like, we built this legacy about him. So LeBron will never beat this legacy. But I will say this, and I said this on my live video. LeBron got some stuff up his sleeve with his media company. Now, for anybody who don't know, LeBron James played Michael Jordan back in like when he was 16. Not one on one, but there's a legendary full court game where it was in Chicago, and I think LeBron James is going to come out with this video this summer. That's rumors have it. Like there's a video. And you know, he got that media company, and you know they playing chess right now. You see what I'm saying? When everybody's talking about LeBron after he won that championship, what did Michael Jordan do? He put that 10-part documentary series like you better remember who the man is, right? And I think LeBron's gonna drop the video because LeBron was beating on superstars and this like the top superstars. He was 16, and they put him in the game and he was killing people. They were trying to get on him like I forgot who was on my first. I don't know if it was Scottie Pippen or somebody. But then they put Artest on him, and he was killing Artest. Artest told the story, you know. So I got a feeling he's going to try to bring that legacy down a little bit, but he can't do it. But anyway,
16 years old, he was really busting their ass, huh?
That's why, like, I like the old LeBron. I always talk about there's 4 tiers of LeBron, man. I like the first tier, you know, when he was young and he was just tearing up these kids. I mean, these adults. The first game he played in the NBA, he scored 22 points on Sacramento Kings, and they were projected to win the championship that year. They was killing them, and you know, so he has a storybook career, like he does.
Right.
But what I don't like about him, he's a great businessman, probably a great father. I don't like about him because he's kind of weak. You know, he's weak to the media. Like he wouldn't, and like we always have this conversation. I always feel like this because if you read the book Outliers, you know, like when you're born, you're competing no matter what you are. If you're a teacher, whatever, you're competing with the people your age group your whole life till you die. That's just what it is. So usually in sports, there are going to be people like when you're in 9th grade and you're playing and you can't get on the varsity team because these 12th graders are already ahead of you. They're stronger, they're bigger, they're faster. Okay, so when you make it to the league, they're coming down, you're going up. So about the time they hit 30, they're done. So my thing with LeBron James is he should have stayed the course. He was already getting to the championship. You got to the championship in 06, and you did have players that helped. And if he'd have kept the course, he would have won a championship in 2011. Trust me, 2012. But he quit on that team, and right now he is destroying every team he's on. People ain't gonna believe it, but he's destroying the Lakers because when he don't get his way, he acts like a kid. So right now he's acting like a kid because he created this team. He's the worst GM, but one of the greatest basketball players in the world. And he got an agency behind him, the Clutch Sports, and they have the top players. So they're like playing chess. And so he put this team together, and it's not working. So then he told Pelinka, because he has them by the balls, if you will. He told Pelinka, like, trade these people before the deadline. They said no. And so now he wants to leave. So now he's talking to the media, sitting there saying, well, I'm open to leave. So
I think I figured it out because for a long time, the mystery has been, all right, well, LeBron, he has free reign to be able to put these teams together. He's put one team together that, went and, got the championship thanks to Kyrie Irving and, some other role players. Also, there's the Miami Heat. But I just figured it out because I was always wondering, why is it that he's bringing these older people who are past their prime, a lot of big names that used to be big names, but they kind of fade into the back. So you got your Carmelo Anthony's, your Dwayne Wade's, Dwight Howard, and things like that. And what I figured out is LeBron hasn't been the same since Delonte West.
Oh,
He cold. She belongs to the streets.
Oh,
He don't want no more of them young lions around. And so more local.
oh.
She belongs to the streets.
I gotta get more of that. You gotta get this is a breaking news right here. I ain't even think of that.
That's what more locals say. Them young lions.
No
He don't.
wonder. That's good. That's good because you're right. Because he always get them young dudes off the team. Like he got rid of Lonzo Ball. He got rid of Kuzma. He got. Hey, that's a good point right there, man. Wow. Even Stephen A. Smith ain't talking about that one. Dang.
Y'all heard it here first.
Hey, I gotta steal that one. Whoa, I gotta man. That's breaking news right there. LeBron don't want them young dudes around because they be trying to steal his mama.
He cold.
She past her prime right now though, but she probably just promiscuous. You know? But wow. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks. Woo. Woo, 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 woo. But yeah, LeBron's done, man. And now he's trying to hold his another team hostage because he's sitting there saying he wants his son to play, and his son is not good enough. He's in 11th grade. He's ranked number like 40 in his class. In order for you to even be one and done, I think you have to be top 10. Unless he gets a growth spurt like LaMelo Ball did, 6'3" ain't gonna cut it. You can't get in that league 6'3". He gonna get crushed by John Morant and all them other young bulls. You know, he ain't strong enough to get through the picks. He can't shoot that well. You know, and then I think this last game he played, I think he scored like 4 points, and some team took him out in the playoffs.
He's holding the NBA hostage, and that's one reason some people are saying that like he should get in trouble for tampering. Now, of course, this is LeBron James we're talking about, so they're not going to touch their big dollar maker, in regards for tampering. But like, man, I'm set when he said that, I was sitting there thinking like, who said he's going to make it to the league? So he's basically saying if y'all want me, we're a package deal.
Cleveland should not mess with him. I think they're not interested anyway. They should not mess with him. Like the way you left both times, even though you gave him a championship, you always destroy their roster. And then now everybody say, well, when they left, they suck. You know why? Because he got all them young boys out. He don't like playing with young people because, Mr. Will Thomas told us that he don't want nobody messing with his mama. He a mama boy. And, so he destroys the team. He's getting these old players who's broken down. Like you knew that Russell Westbrook, he's can't shoot. You knew that. You picked him over Marcus DeRozan and that point guard they had. I can't remember. The Marcus DeRozan is balling right now, for the Bulls.
Yep.
And then that other point guard that so you could have had those, and you and AD chose him. He's the worst GM ever. I thought Michael was bad. It's crazy. Like these top athletes, the top of the top, they don't know talent.
Right.
But
yeah.
It's crazy. But I did, and like I said, the game was crap. I didn't enjoy the game. I didn't enjoy the All-Star game. They don't play defense. And, some people might say, well, they never played. They played defense in 01. I remember that's the best All-Star game I watched. They did not want each other to win. I think the first 8 minutes, they were just blocking each other's shots. It was like Duncan versus Garnett. Then you had Iverson playing against Starberry or something. It was crazy. It was a great game, and it was very entertaining. But I mean, LeBron hit the last shot, but that's like a pickup game. There was no clock. I'm hating on him. Pay attention. There was no clock. Anyway, he's a great player, though. He's a great player. I just don't think he's leaving the game. See, Michael left the game in good hands, because he passed the torch to Kobe and Ray Allen and those guys, and I don't think people respect him, man. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think there's been some speculation where they were saying that Michael to LeBron relationship isn't the same as the Mike to Kobe one.
Yes, it's true, but it's not for the reasons why they're saying. See,
Hmm.
it's like this. We all got older aunts and uncles, and they love us to death, right? But they ain't gonna call you. They're gonna have you call them, right? You gotta call them. So Kobe called Kobe was calling him because he wanted to learn from him, and he would answer the phone. I'll give you another one. Carmelo Anthony, he wanted to learn how to score, right? And learn his skills. So Michael had him come over to the mansion. I got a video on it. Check it out on Josie Sports Nation. Um, he had him come to the mansion, right? And so he's watching film in his theater for till like 2 in the morning. So then Michael came in and said, "Hey, let's go to my gym. Ain't that crazy?" He got a gym in the house. So he goes down to the gym and he said they work on the this one particular move from like 2 o'clock to 6 in the morning. This is what Carmelo Anthony said. Carmelo Anthony said the next year he won the scoring title. He's scoring 30 points a game from what Jordan taught him.
Wow.
So, you know, I just think LeBron ain't never reached out to him. Everybody chased LeBron. Everybody because he's the chosen one. You know, and I think if he would have reached out to him, he wouldn't have did that. So I think they got this crazy relationship. But if you asked him, he would have helped. I trust me. I believe that.
Mm. Yeah, because it ends up going as a part of his legacy. You know, people like to be able to say that they helped you, or they like to say they were a part of why you are where you are. So that
Right.
makes a lot of sense. You know.
Right. Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like you, and this is a learning experience for people. Like if you want something, you got to go get it. You got to go to them. You got to ask them. Sometimes you got to work for free. Whatever you got to do to get the information, because once you got it, it's going to take you to another level. Like it'll take you 20 years. We always talk about it. When you read a book, that you learn that information in 20 years of information in let's say 30 days. Or if you reaching out to people, sometimes you have to pay people to learn it. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like, um, you know, you could go to a convention or something. And you take one nugget could get you over the hump. Because you're never going to really figure it out yourself. It takes too long to figure it out on your own. You know, so I think
Well,
LeBron
that's
is
a big one. You know, working for free. A lot of people who go to the top of anywhere, you work for free. That's why they even include in the college modeling system. I mean, there of course people take advantage of it now, but that was the whole purpose of the whole internship. You know, you go and you work for free, you learn directly from someone. That's how you get to the top of corporations. You know,
mm,
if that's what you desire to do, go
right.
offer your services, and what you end up doing is you end up gaining training and experience in the process. So it just seems like a lot of people nowadays, they just want it all. They want to, jump to the top, but without learning from the top.
Yeah, yeah. I was listening to Lead Attorney, another YouTuber, and he said he spent this one YouTuber had training. I think he said he spent like $500 or something like that, maybe 1,000. And one nugget got him, so much further than him trying to figure it out himself. And now he was saying he made the last 28 days, he made $50,000 just alone on YouTube from what he learned. So, it's worth you know, investing and trying to figure that out. And that's one thing I did respect about Kobe. I hate the fact that they're trying to push him down. I think he's better than well, not on paper. You know what I'm saying? because you can't go with everything on paper, you know. But like far as like the eye test, I think Kobe's better than LeBron.
Yeah.
If you look at the numbers, I'm like he missed a lot of shots. You know what I'm saying? But I just think like the his deep hmm, LeBron got better defense when he wanted to play defense, but Kobe was just a winner, man. Like I'd rather get somebody who's not scared to take over a game at the end of the game, opposed to getting all these stats in the beginning of the game. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ever play sports, it's a skill. Like people play hot potato at the end of that game. They don't want that shot. You know what I mean? I remember playing baseball. I be in my head, I'm like, please don't hit it to me, please don't hit it to me, because I don't want to mess up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want. So it takes a special type of person to end the game and not care about the results. Not everybody have that. You know what I mean? You know, and that was
Yeah.
the biggest thing with LeBron. Like LeBron's doing it now. I mean, you know, in this, but he took a lot of heat for that. I remember in the All-Star game, um, it was him and Kobe playing against each other, and he passed the ball and they lost. And the whole team, like Carmelo Anthony, all went to him and said, "Why didn't you shoot the ball?"
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of plays like that, in the beginning of his career. So
Wow.
I'd rather get someone who's not afraid to shoot that shot, in my opinion.
Mm.
It's just me.
Yeah. So
Who would you build your team around though? Like out of who would you pick first? Like if you're sitting there playing a team, or better yet, if you were playing full court and you had first pick and you had Kobe and LeBron, which one would you get first?
I'm taking Kobe because there's something in him like there's a reason they call him Black Mamba. You know, he has that killer instinct. He's going to go at you. He might even start he's going to come out to win. But if you do something crazy or, like you dunk on him or something, you're going to see like Satan come out or something, like.
All right, so if you do get Kobe, you ain't getting the ball, right?
Hey, I always get a chance to rebound.
Yeah, just go down there and rebound for me and kick the ball out. Yeah, but I hate playing with ball hogs though, so I might have to get LeBron. I used to hate that, man. You play with a ball hog, oh my goodness, and they shooting real bad shots. There's like 4 people on them. Marloco no, because that's what Marloco did. Marloco used to be a ball hog.
It was a ball hog.
He ain't passing. He usually make it though, but he ain't passing the ball. He a dope hooper though. Don't get me wrong. Don't let the ball head fool you. He was Mike before back then. Man. He would go up in the air and be waiting, have a Coke and a smile, go under, take a bite of an apple and score. He was that dude. But
oh man,
yeah. I remember we played in an All-Star. Like a tournament, and we had him on the team. We ended up losing, but he scored most of our points. We were just giving him the ball, like, go ahead, take it, man. Yeah. What we talking about today, man? What we getting into?
Got a lot, man. You guys see on the title, there was a officer killed at a Houston mall. And we'll get into that because there's a lot in regards to that, and there's a lot more going on in that than what's actually being reported in the news. So we're going to get you the whole news. Also, do you believe in conscious parenting? Recently Van Jones had came out and said he has a new style he wants more people to embrace in the country. So we'll talk about that. Rapper turned comedian, T.I. He claps back at Godfrey. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was.
And then we need to know, ladies, gentlemen, whoever, should a woman pay alimony? Because we know that Mary J. Blige is in the middle of paying alimony right now. She ain't happy.
Yeah, she ain't happy, man. Look, check out her album. You'll hear the fury one lyric, she was like, "I'm gonna burn his house down." I said, "Oh, I hope his house don't burn down. You going to court, sister?" It was bad. It was bad, man. Yeah,
Was
man.
that
Yeah. So,
really one of the song?
yeah, that was a lyric.
Oh man, I thought
That
it
was
was
a
bad
lyric.
with that back in the day talking about busting the windows out the car, but now we burning the house down.
Man, she said something about burning somebody. I was like, but it was like so much anger, but it was so good. I was just vibing, driving to Tallahassee.
Wow, I'm not saying that was Mary. That was Jasmine Sullivan, I think. But man,
Mary had that one song when remember in the Waiting Next Hell when what's her name? She threw the match and burnt their clothes up in the car. Oh man, she played in come on man, you ain't watched that in Next Hell?
I didn't see it.
Oh my.
Everybody
Anybody in
always
the
say
comments, tell me who lit the match and threw the it was in Waiting Next Hell. Angela Bassett. There you go. See, there it is. There it is. But yeah, man, it was the like back in the '90s, man. There was a lot of female empowerment, shows and they would come together and they would, crap on men. And then you had the Sex in the City, you know what I mean? And now you got Girls Trip. I heard they coming out with a part two. I ain't even watched the first one. Yeah, I know you didn't.
no, I didn't
You
see the first one.
you like
That
not interested.
they Girls Trip. They tried to come out with that Ghostbusters movie that flopped. You remember that?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even check for that. I was like, I know that was gonna flop.
I think everybody hated it. The women hated it too. It's like, man, don't get this out here representing us. This is terrible.
Man, they had that girl that from Saturday Night Live, that Jones. What's her name? I don't know. I ain't good with names, but yeah, it's not important. but 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 yeah, man, that was something crazy. So you said you were now I didn't get a chance. I saw the link when it talked about the officer. Do you know the details of it?
Yeah, so we'll actually start there. Yeah, let me just put that up. So this was actually at a mall in southern Houston, and the cop, it actually was a deputy. I don't know if they have a lot of deputies down there. It's a little bit different from Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, we have more so just the local municipal cops, and then you got the state troopers. We do have a sheriff's office, but it's not really, they don't really do anything but like serve stuff, serve warrants and stuff. But in other, states, I guess a lot of times the sheriff's office, the deputies, they have a more active role. They do traffic stops, they do warrants, they might, do security. Anyway, this particular officer, which his name wasn't released yet, but he was at the mall, and allegedly the shooter had took his gun and shot him. So this is one of those situations where there's more information, coming out, slowly in regards to it. But man, and then the shooter apparently got killed by the local Houston police. Now, this guy, I think he must have been off duty, the deputy, because they said he was from like 75 miles north from, I don't know if it's pronounced Jacinta or Jacinta, but I was like, man, it's sad, all around what happened. But
Wow.
I wanted to, just point, because I was doing a little bit of research into it. And what I noticed is that in Houston, there's a lot of cops. There's a lot going on there, and I have my theories. But 6 months ago, there was an officer. He was killed in a restaurant. He was off duty, killed in a restaurant. I don't know if he was targeted. I don't know if he had his weapon or whatever. 4 months ago, another officer, he was killed when they were doing a house call to execute a warrant. And they had like a switcher that like turns any weapon into an automatic. Like if you see the video on it, you just hear that yeah, I can't do that anymore. I used to be real good at that. But 4 months ago, Kareem Atkins got killed at a nightclub. 1 month ago, last month, another officer was shot at a traffic stop. Now, what I'm wondering is, remember how I said there's all these deputies and things like that? Because Houston, there's a lot of military people, around down there. So I'm just wondering if, with the abundance of officers, I'm wondering if they're getting targeted. Because it's happened a lot. I mean, I'm in the last 6 months, and that's all I found. But I didn't really look deep. I was just, kind of doing some preliminary research. But a lot of cops are getting killed down there in Houston.
Well, Houston is a rough city. It's like probably top 5 in crime. So but you saying a lot of these people are off duty, or they are in the job getting killed?
Two of them were off duty out of 5.
So my question is, so was the cop off duty at the mall that got killed today?
Some reports were saying he was off duty. I mean, that's not his precinct. He's 75 miles away, from where he's supposed to be working. So I'd assume he was off duty, but he must have had his he had his service weapon, according to some reports.
What you think, he was trying to stop a crime or something? You must have saw him doing something, and he pulled it out, and then dude took it from him.
Yeah, I'm not sure, because they said it happened outside of a clothing store. Could have been a fight, or it's one of the things. The information's still coming out slowly in the local news down there, but either way, it's a tragedy. I mean, regardless of whether he was right or wrong, we have 2 people that are gone. The officer's gone, as well as the suspect who allegedly may have killed him.
Now, I wonder if the suspect had a criminal background. Another question to see.
Yeah.
But now there was a shooting. We were talking about the other day. Didn't someone get shot by police? Not in Minnesota, but somewhere else.
In Portland.
Portland?
I think so.
I don't remember if it was Portland. I don't know. But my question is, why is it? Because there's a lot of more black people. Was it a traffic stop or something? No, the guy came to the house, and he just started bussing. He started shooting at the guy. Right? Is that what happened? And he was coming. I think I saw the body cam. Well, anyway, my question is, why is it not being broadcasted? Like, why aren't the CNN, MSNBC broadcasting these shootings that's happening with these African American men? We looked at the situation in Minnesota, where he wasn't. They had a warrant for this house, and it's legal to have a gun. They see a gun and they just start shooting. Come on, like how scared you have to be. If you're that scared working in this field where you can't do your job correctly, you shouldn't be in this field. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not on a warrant. You did a no-knock warrant, and you see a gun in somebody's house where he's sleeping. And we all know, when you get up from a nap, you're like this. You're not in. You're out of it. You know what I mean? So I just don't understand, and I think the media is hiding this for some reason. I just think it's a political situation, because no one knows about it.
Yeah, I think it's definitely political. Put it like this: if we replace, say, a J with a T, this would have been all over the news. We would have been hearing about, it's because of the dog whistles, and it's open season. On the black man, because the president is, saying that it's okay to shoot him.
Yep.
That the thing with Amir Locke, that was a tragedy. There's no reason that young man should be dead.
Hold up, give me a second. Keep talking. Give me a second. I gotta do something.
Yeah, but there's no reason that young man should be dead. And in addition to that, I don't know if he just did it subconsciously. With the gun, he didn't even have his finger on the trigger. He was able to, wake up. He don't know what's going on, but he must have went to some type of gun safety class, so he at least has in his mind that, like, you're not supposed to have your finger on the trigger unless you're planning to, shoot someone, and don't point at anyone. But it's a shame that everything ended up happening that way. But it's a wonder why they're not actually broadcasting this. The other thing that's actually of interest is that the NRA has been eerily silent in regards to this also. And we already had spoken in regards to this. I think it is worth noting again for those who didn't hear, the NRA should be all over this, because we have a right to the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment, it's there to be able to protect us from the government. And this is a situation with the Amir Locke where the government actually, came in and executed someone who didn't even have anything to do with the reason why they were even there. So to make a bad matter worse, they senselessly had taken someone's life. And I don't believe that, all officers are out to do that. I believe that they're trying to do the right thing. They have to make snap-second decisions, and I understand that. But somewhere in the training, you have to have because there are a lot of gun owners in the United States of America, and you can't say that anytime someone has a gun that they're a threat. There are plenty of people who have guns. So somewhere along the line, that training has to include how to react to if someone does have a gun. Because it's my right, it's your right, as long as you're legally able to have it. And then that's also up to debate also, as far as who's legally able to have it and so on. But it's crazy how this stuff, if it were just a couple years ago, it would have been plastered all over the news. It's the same thing with the Cody, right? The Cody, we don't remember they used to have that counter on every day, the death counter.
Hold on, man. I gotta. We all family, right? We all fam, right? I got a confession to make, right? So I'm chilling, listening to you talk, man. You facilitate your point. So I'm sitting there trying to open this Bud Light, right? It started coming out like a volcano. I'm like, oh. So I'm sitting there like trying to wipe it up while you talking. I had to go, but it ain't going on the floor though. But I was getting nervous. I was like, no.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's crazy. Gotta make that confession. Oh man, yeah.
Yeah. Say gas or something. I'm like, we can't smell you. You good?
Nah, man, that was crazy. It was coming out like a volcano. I had nothing to wipe it with, but it's all good now. I'm back. I'm back in my mellow mood, man.
Yeah,
So
you're right. They're not broadcasting it.
Not at all, man. Not at all. And it's definitely election year. That's what's going on. Politics as usual, like Jay-Z would say. And it's a shame. All they care about is trying to stay in power. They don't care about the people, man. They don't care about the people. Yeah. So let's talk about that T.I. thing right quick, man. T.I., did y'all see what happened with T.I.? Well, if you didn't, or if you did know what's going on with Ti, hit the one button in the comments. What we can do, we can play the clip if you want to. I mean, play the kind of
Yeah.
run through the clip a little bit.
Uh-huh.
All right, let me pull it up. Yeah, that's on TNJ, right?
Well, good thing is that don't have to worry about any copyright stuff from T&J.
Yeah, that's a fact.
WJR said play the T.I. tape.
Yeah,
What,
Ti, man.
JR, you want T.I.'s comedy or you want that rap?
What do you say?
You want big things popping, little things stopping.
I think his money's stopping. That's probably why he want to do comedy. All them fighting in the streets, man. You losing your money, man. All right, let me pull it up here. Oh man. But yeah, that was interesting. Go ahead.
You know, you whenever one thing dry out, you can start going to the next.
Hey, but a lot of people hating on him though. They don't, they don't want him to get into that world of comedy because they feel like they're messing up the bag. All right, here we go. I found it. They're messing up the bag here. All right, let me share it. Shout out to StreamYard, man.
I just need to know, is he funny? You know, because
Nah, he ain't funny. I saw a video. It wasn't funny at all. All right, here we go.
Paul Mooney needs to be still alive, man. Man, nigga, sit your goddamn ass down.
Listen, Paul Mooney,
Nigga.
Cortez,
Dude, they need Rodney Winfield. Winfield. I need all these Pryor to come back. It's like, nigga, your ass is terrible. Nigga,
What
shut
the
the
fuck was
fuck
that
up.
motherfucker?
Yeah, shit. You need to stick to rapping, Jack. Every nigga think he's funny. Look, my kids ain't shit.
Yeah. Hey, nigga, that nigga Richard Pryor's son, damn show ain't funny.
It's like my son.
Okay.
Shit.
Yo, T.I. would be fucking appalled after he just finished doing all his greatest hits. And that nigga Steve Harvey, they say, yo, Steve Harvey say he want to go up, do his new shit. Like,
And he'd be like, yeah,
at the Grand Hustle concert?
I
Yes,
don't
you
give a damn about no T.I. I got my stone. I'm gonna tell you, fuck a T.I. My turn. People been waiting for Steve Harvey. I just want to wait for your bullshit to end. Now my turn. Fuck out of here. So I get off stage. You know how you do an hour and some change, and you good night. Ow. You wreck the stage. You like mic drop.
Body.
Good night, Atlanta. Yeah. Nigga, what? Ain't nothing happening after this. No. So
That nigga here, Grand Hustle, come on.
yeah. So I'm playing T.I. What you know about that? What you know about? Yo, so I get off stage. I go down the stairs of the and Artie goes, yo, T.I. wants to go up, and I go, the fuck who? What do you mean T.I. wants to go up? I was like, T.I. You mean T.I.? He's here? He goes, yeah, he wants to go up and do what?
And do what?
I thought maybe, is he promoting the album? Is he going to do some? I said, oh, he's doing comedy? I was like, oh, I didn't know. And so I was like, all right, fuck it. Fuck it. All right, let him go up. It's, I said, it's his town. It's Gary App. Fuck it. So I went to the green room.
As a headliner, no one's supposed to go up after you.
Yeah. Right.
But as there's a code in comedy that I follow. I'm not watching what you can't do better than me.
Yeah.
You're not a comedian to me. You're working your way. I give him. He's taking it seriously. I don't know how long he's gonna do that.
Yeah.
But I'm not coming back after I finish my shit.
Yeah.
But they show me so much love in Atlanta. You know, it's just fire as fuck. And we tore it up. Me, Artie, Mike James tore that bitch down. It was fantastic. I had Rodney Perry come through. Toure came through.
Oh shit.
Yeah, my boy Evan Liner. It's just comics came through to watch me. Like I was like, what? They came and T.I. came through, guys.
Oh shit.
T.I. came on stage after okay, T.I. has been doing comedy, guys.
Yes.
He's been doing comedy for the past 3 weeks.
He's been getting on stage and not rapping.
Not rapping.
Did you give him a guest spot on your show?
Wait, first of all, I'm getting off stage. It was on a Thursday. Last Thursday, I'm on stage. I do like an hour 40 because it was Thursday. It was the first show. Did an hour 40. And then I get off and Artie goes, Godfrey, T.I. is here and he wants to go on. Like after I said, what? But I was like, dude, I'm not gonna say no to T.I.
Yeah.
If it could have been KRS-One, I'd be like, yeah, let him do it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you go, of course, as a comedian, I'm like, why the fuck are you in our lane?
Space, yeah.
But as a branding, this is a good look, as in everybody's about visual, everybody's about social media, I go, sure.
Yeah.
Let him up.
I have a lot of respect and admiration for a legend and a GOAT in the comedy shit. His name is Godfrey. All right? His name is Godfrey. And I had the pleasure of sharing the stage with him. I had the pleasure of sharing the stage with him at the Atlanta Comedy Theater. And had a good time, you know what I'm saying? Got up there and worked on my set, you know what I mean? I enjoyed the crowd, enjoyed the opportunity. And well, I thought all was well. I thought it went very good. And then I see an interview with Godfrey.
Hit that like, hit them likes, hit them
He's
likes.
a GOAT. I'm talking about, he undeniable. All right? Undeniable. And I see him as a giant in their comedy shit. And what I saw in his interview was, I saw a legend trying not to hate while hating. You know what I mean? Like innuendos, little tidbits of hate here and there while coupling it or surrounding it with some compliments to make it seem like you ain't hating for real.
Yeah.
He did about a half hour. He's telling stories. You know, T.I. talks very slowly.
Yeah.
Expeditiously, uses big words. So it's his town. Atlanta's his town.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I didn't go in to watch.
Yeah.
I didn't go in to watch T.I. because as a headliner, no one's supposed to go up after you.
Yeah.
Right.
But as there's a code in comedy that I follow. I'm not watching what you can't do better than me.
Yeah.
You're not a comedian to me. You're working your way. I give him, he's taking it seriously. I don't know how long he's gonna do that.
Yeah.
But I'm not coming back after I finish my shit.
Yeah.
I tore that bitch down and I'm gonna go back and go watch someone who's
who's not a comic.
Who's not a comedian.
Yeah.
For me, morally, that's just fucking stupid.
But to be honest with you, bro, to me that made a giant look small in my eyes. Simply because what you said.
If you want to chime in on this, put the link in the comments, Will, and click on the link in the comments so you can say your piece about what you want to bring up or you want to talk about this topic with T.I. And I'm gonna keep playing.
It was, I came and I went on after you, and you wasn't gonna come out there and watch me because it would have made you look small. How in the fuck can I make you, a giant in this shit, look small? What the fuck? Why would you even be thinking like that?
Yeah, but you just got through saying that it's more than that. You talked about the branding. You talk about all these other avenues that you could touch by having him come. So why wouldn't you go watch him? Just because there's something else I could touch.
I don't want to watch.
I understand. I wouldn't watch.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be in the room. I just finished.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I just finished, but I waited for he hung out with us.
Okay.
And we
fair
talked
enough.
comedy. No.
Yeah.
I want
Okay, well, then you got what you needed to
I
get after
fuck
that.
with
Go.
T.I.
No,
I have his music. I listened to his music like when Southern shit was coming out.
Yeah.
And not this shit now. He was actually rhyming. You know, his song You Don't Know Me. What you know about that? That's what I was saying. What you know about? But he went up and he was really gracious and shit.
Yeah.
You know, thanks for letting me up. Boom, boom. And we did I did a fucking live with him.
Yeah.
And people say there's gotta be T.I.
Right. Okay, now we share a pleasant exchange that I appreciate and still value the moment to this day. And you also mentioned, you know, how I got on the stage. And if you would have asked me how I got on the stage and what brought me to the theater, I would have told you.
Okay,
I get that, but I would
And as a businessman, Gary, who owns it, he's, you know, he's a close friend of Chappelle's, and that's his thing.
Yeah.
It's in Atlanta, and then the landlords of that place that own the comedy club, own the space, are these Pakistani dudes. They were all excited.
Yeah.
So it was just a whole political.
I just happened to have been in a real estate development meeting with 3 people who were each responsible for over $1 billion in real estate internationally. Now, in this meeting, we were casually discussing the things that we've been doing in the past few weeks, and it just happened to come up that I had been doing stand-up. And one of the people in the meeting that I was meeting with, that we are working on, you know, doing some real estate shit together, he said, oh, well, you know what? I own the plaza that the comedy theater is in. Why don't we just go up there, man, and you do your thing, man? You know, I want to see what you got going on, because we're working on a real estate development play that will include a comedy club. Okay? So he said, I guess he wanted to just see that I was serious about the shit. So he said, man, why don't you come on up to my spot? You know, the person who rents from me out of my plaza happens to operate a comedy club, and it's open now. So let's come on up there. Let's go on up there and do it. And that's what we did.
It's like T.I. And I'm like, I mean, I heard some laughter, some in and out, but I'm like, are they laughing because, oh my God, it's fucking T.I. Like, you know, it's a big shiny object.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that object stops getting shiny in comedy.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's a day in, day out grind.
You're only famous for like 5 minutes.
Man, and
then
after
you're
that,
all
it's
right,
like,
what are you saying?
It's like all the phenomena is going to go away.
Yeah.
If he becomes like, I'm going to do comedy now.
Yeah.
That phenomenon goes the fuck away.
So it's like, I don't know. I just don't like that.
Comedy is like a literally like a public bathroom
so much.
Comedy's like a public bathroom. Everybody comes in. And
that's facts. That's a great analogy.
Everybody comes in and the door's just always open.
Yeah.
You ain't got to do that. My man, what I do see or what I did ascertain is that you were fully aware of my ability to add value and contribute more shine, more opportunity, more whatever to the comedy game. And that's true. I can, and I hope to. That's my intention. That's to all ships rise with the high tide. You hear me? So if a motherfucker come or a motherfucker paying more attention to comedy because Tip is on stage, whether it's because they want to see him fail or they want to see what he got to say, whatever it is, bro, that shit should help you and everybody else in this shit. Bro, I'm not your opponent. You talking about, you know what I'm saying, you've been doing this and how long you've been doing it, and for somebody to come on after you a headline. Hey, bro, you know how many motherfucking comedians it is out there rapping right now? You know how many comedians it is out there doing rap? Nigga, I've been rapping since I was 8 years old, bro. It took me 16, 17, probably 20 years to goddamn get where I wanted to be. You dig what I'm saying? Now, if a motherfucker was to bring a comedian to an arena, the owner of the arena would to bring a comedian to that arena after I had done got through ripping my motherfucking my set and I done got paid and I'm leaving or exiting the stage, and they say, hey, let my man go on there and do his thing. What I'm gonna say is, shit, if he got the nuts to get out there, I just smoke that motherfucker. Let him go on and do it.
Again, he goes, now I gotta go, and he was going to Donnell's show, and he flew out to California, Ontario. I think it was Ontario Improv to do, Donnell's show.
Okay.
And so I was like, hey, whatever's clever. But a lot of people think comedy is just this thing you can kind of get lucky on.
Yeah.
Like, nah, dude. I'm talking about the art of comedy, not getting on a TV show because you can look like somebody and get on.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the art of comedy, like joke to joke, bang, 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 transition. He's a rap superstar. He even said, he goes,
no one's gonna tell him no.
I'm a rap superstar. I mean, that's what I am.
Yeah.
You're wealthy.
Yeah.
You have a lot of money. Your catalog, you're good. For your kids are good.
Does he though?
So there's a comic that wants to get on that's just trying to pay his rent.
Oh, yes, he does. In my set, I say, I'm not a comedian. I'm a superstar. There's a difference. There's a difference. You would have heard that, bro. Like, I'm really just, man, because to be honest with you, I'm still Tip. I'm still the same Tip. The same motherfucker who they said couldn't be the king of the South and back in 2000, 2001, that shit made it personal for me. And that's why I'm the king of the South today, because I took it that serious, because they said I couldn't do it. And that what y'all nigga bringing out of me. You hear me? And I'm in this motherfucker for peace. I came in this motherfucker for peace and tranquility. You understand? But what y'all doing here, you poking the bell. You poking the bell. I'm still Tip, bro. This shit still go up. But with a lot more discernment, you know what I mean? With a lot more discernment, a lot more thought, a lot more intention now, okay? So look, man, let's everybody, man, coexist together. Everybody help each other. If it's a way I can help you, man, just shit, man, tap me on the shoulder and talk to me about it, bro. Don't drop salt and hate, man. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Because that's going to make me look at you different. And once I get to looking at you different, I ain't going to be able to look at you the same ever again. I got a lot of respect for you, a lot of you. So, man, don't let me catch you out there hating because you think somebody threatening your position who ain't even coming for your position. Don't make me get to applying pressure to the position that you applying for.
Oh.
Okay? So let's everybody live together, coexist, and just goddamn, man, and try to help each other as much as possible, man, because the other shit...
All right, I'm going to stop it right there.
Yeah, man.
What's going on, Jimmy? When you gonna show your face,
man?
Jimmy?
Y'all don't need to see my face, man. Look at that beautiful face you see on that picture right there. That's the most beautiful little being right there in the world, man. That's my son.
All right, well, once
That's
you show
Jimmy
all
Jr.
your beautiful beings, I know you got a couple outside kids, huh?
No, man, ain't got no outside kids, man. Ski. Not that I know of.
Not that you know of, huh? When you were
Not
stepping
that
on
I
that
know
line down in
Hey, man,
those black colleges.
they ain't hit me up and said nothing yet, man. So only Junior.
When you was up there
Yeah,
stomping the
man.
yard, huh?
Hey, that's a part of it, man.
When you was playing your saxophone.
Yes. Yes, sir. But
Wasn't you in
yeah,
the
man.
band, Jimmy? Hold on, wait. Hold on, man. Relax, man. Don't just jump into it.
Okay, I won't just jump into it, man.
You got to coordinate. Wasn't you in the band, Jimmy?
I've been in a few bands, sir.
How was that life?
Being in a band is great, man. It's something everybody want to do.
I wonder, is it like on drumline? Like, did that guy run laps?
No, I wasn't in a marching band. I was in concert band and jazz band. That's different.
Okay.
We used to do clubs, man. That's what I'm trying to say. How was the club life? Like, was they just eating and not paying attention to you? Or
No, they pay attention to you. I mean, you just play your instruments, man. That's that.
Hey, peep this,
Yeah.
Jimmy. I got a keyboard, right? And
Okay.
it's so advanced now because on my app on the phone, it teaches me how to play songs and stuff like that. You familiar with that?
I heard of that before.
Yeah, so I'm playing Beethoven right now, or at least I'm trying to with my right hand. I'm left-handed for
Do you love it?
I do.
Do you really love it? Because to be able to do it, you gotta like love it. It's got to be like in you.
With the piano, because I heard the guitar, because the guitar mess up your fingers, and I was like, I don't
And
love
if you
that
want to
that
play
much.
any instrument, you gotta love it. It's gotta be like you just gotta like love it.
Well, I don't love it, but I think it'd be a good tool. I'm working on bucket list stuff, so I guess
Oh well,
yeah.
well, if you love it, you'll do it enough to become good because it takes a lot of time and practice and effort.
Well,
You
I'll say
have
it's
to
fun.
love it.
It's fun for me. I enjoy it.
But
Jeremy,
do
What do you say?
do
what was the hardest instrument you ever played?
to me, the most difficult is the piano because it's so much you can do with it. Like I started with the saxophone, okay, and you only read one thing at a time. Like it only has one voice. You can only play one note at a time. Then a guitar, you can play six notes at a time. A piano, you play. I mean, you can play 10, but most people play five, six, seven, eight at a time.
Hey, Jimmy, I heard you could sing, man. Can you sing something for us?
I'm not singing on this show for you.
There's women out here listening, man. Can you sing something for us?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
All right, maybe next week.
Maybe.
All right,
Jimmy,
go ahead.
did they call you the Pied Piper of the South?
No, man. No, man. No, man. I can't sing and lead them nowhere, man. You know they put the Pied Piper in jail, man. They need to let him out, man. Because the state of R&B is
Hey, just
down.
do me one favor. Sing Pied Piper and hit that high note. What's the high note called? What's the high
I don't
note
know
called?
what you mean.
Is it what's tenor? I don't know what that is.
Tenor is in the middle. That's like where I'm talking now.
All right, so what's the high note?
That's falsetto.
Can you
That's
do a
like
falsetto? Can you do a
Yeah,
falsetto?
anybody can. You can
No,
do
no, no,
it.
no,
Prince.
no. Wait. Hold up. Do sing Pied Piper
I'm
in
not
that
doing no
falsetto.
singing. No.
You can
Anybody can
sing
do it.
though.
Prince does it all the time.
No.
Eddie
You can
Kendricks
sing
did
though.
it.
You got a band. Come on, man.
No, I don't have a band. I was in a band.
You was making a band.
I
All right,
wish
well
I
maybe
made a
next time.
band.
Just think about it next time. We're gonna have a sing off contest. You put $20 in and you get the pot if you win. Okay.
Okay. But if I put the $20 in, I win anyway.
Why you say that?
Because it's my $20.
But you gotta get it back though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta try
I
to
just
double that.
Yeah, if I don't well who else gonna put in?
We're gonna work on it. We're gonna get a singing
Okay.
contest.
We got singers.
We got
Oh,
the
you
dude
do?
that was on, we got the dude that was on Pretty Ricky. We can try to get
Okay.
him. We got some singers around.
We might be able to make a band.
Yeah. Okay, so what you think about T.I. and Godfrey?
Well, I don't know. That whole thing feels kind of planned. Like maybe they got together and decided to do that. For one thing, I can't see Ti doing comedy because it's so far from him. And then if he is seriously doing it, he's acting very, very sensitive. He can't be his normal ultra macho sensitive self. Because if you're doing comedy, you finna get disrespected for a long period of time. That ain't you going into a vicious jungle, Ti. If that's what you're really doing. And I don't know that he has enough years in his life and willing to work as hard to flip his identity like that.
Do you think Godfrey should have been that upset because uh, he got on his show and he let him
I don't think
perform after
that's
him?
why I think it's planned because why does it even matter?
Let's say it's not. Let's say it's not. Let's take it as face value. Do you think he should be upset about that?
No, he should have said, "Man, Ti did the show, man. I didn't stay and watch it, but I'm happy about him doing it. You know, why does
Well,
he have
okay,
to
so
like try to?
you're a performer though. You're a performer, okay? So
Uh-huh.
imagine you had the you headlining in this show
So that mean
and
I go last.
you go last.
I
And
tear it out the frame.
okay, but if someone goes after you,
Mm-hmm.
usually when you're a performer, that's an insult to you, right?
Well, since you brought up the band stuff, It can be an insult to me if someone goes after me if they even is in my even considered halfway as good as me. If I'm the big shot, I gotta go last because I gotta go last because I'm gonna drain the crowd. The crowd's not gonna have nothing left for the last person. But Ti in comedy is a joke. That's not real. So Godfrey, the size of Godfrey, it's kind of like what Tip said. Godfrey is so big. Ti is a grain of sand in the comedy game to a Godfrey. He should not have even acknowledged that. If anything, he should have said, "Yeah, he went on. Oh, he did go on after me. Well, I don't know if he did good. Did he do good? I didn't see it. If he did good, great. I'm surprised he could do anything because I killed the crowd. I'm surprised he had anything left. He
All
should
right,
not
but
have
you
even
but you know but you
acknowledged.
but you know that when anytime you're in a, it doesn't matter if you're doing business, there are petty people, right? It's just the
Yeah, that's
industry's
petty.
petty. You know what I'm saying? Like this music is the same way. Comedy, if you do like network marketing or whatever the case may be, anytime there's a lot of petty people and they think it's a hierarchy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so uh, I believe it happened. I believe because Godfrey been doing it for 24 years. I was watching this other interview, and they all felt that way. Like you have to go through this years of doing something before you can be
Yes.
considered. Now, I disagree in a sense where you can't get mad, Godfrey, even though you're a worker bee, right?
Hmm.
When we heard about Ti said that he knows the owner of the company.
Right.
So the owner put him on. So you can't get
Right.
mad at Ti
He shouldn't. The Godfrey should not give it. He shouldn't even look at it.
if Godfrey really cared about that. Steve Harvey had his own spot. Earthquake had his own comedy spot where he can do whatever he needed to do. Put whoever he want on at whatever band. It just shows me that you don't own anything. I remember recently he was on a Netflix special. It wasn't his show, but he was so happy he was on that show. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm like, for 20 years, what were you doing? You
Well,
barely could.
let
Hmm.
me put it like this. I don't want to. I don't want to agree with Ti in this situation, but when he said you making yourself look small by even saying anything, that's the truth.
Right,
Man.
right.
You know what? Initially coming into it without, I was initially sitting there thinking like man, Ti, he need to show respect to the throne and so on. But I ended up because I was talking with LeBron J off the air about this, and he said some points that made sense. And one of the things that it comes down to is that we are in a day of age where there is a lot of crossover going on, and people are going to have to get used to it. You
Yep.
know, if
But let
you
me
don't,
ask you
if you,
this: in this situation, I think I think Godfrey is only mentioning it to draw attention to himself.
I agree with that as well
It's
because he
just he
never.
could have done it without hating. That
Yeah, I
makes him
agree with
look
that.
like a pussy.
I agree with
Mm.
that. Because like you said, he went on his. The reason why we know about it is because he went on his platform and said something about it, and then all of a sudden Ti responded, and then now I saw Godfrey on two other podcasts.
Yeah,
So I agree with that.
I
But
think he's just doing it for attention.
but this is how these comedians think because they've been on the chitlin circuit for 20 years. They really believe this. Like, cause I was listening to Lunel, that older lady from
Hmm.
Cali, and she said the
Lunel
same
looks
thing.
horrible, man. Please excuse me. I'm sorry, but she's a horrible looking person. But she was in this movie called Bo Rat. You seen her in Bo Rat?
No.
You need to watch Bo Rat. She was in Bo Rat.
Mm. Yeah, man, and she was talking about it. Like a lot of people get jealous if you jip the line. You know what I mean? Because if you're a comedian, usually if you're doing well, you may not be the funniest because a lot of people hate on Kevin Hart. But you get the kit. You get the kit, which meaning you usually get the TV show, you get all the endorsements and stuff like that once you're there. And but you got to remember too, actors did the same thing when rappers was acting. I remember Samuel Jackson said, the rappers are making a mockery of it, because they, a lot of these people did theater, and
Right.
they was like, I can't be on the screen. But here's the thing, it's about sales because
Right.
if Chris Brown could bring his audience, his church to sell this film, the
Hmm.
people who are getting the money for investment don't care. They want to get
That's right.
they want to get them ticket sales.
Right. Well,
And go ahead.
well, the thing is, I think maybe Godfrey is jealous because he's kind of like, think about if you was a baseball player when Michael Jordan came in,
Mm.
and you like, nigga, you can't hit. You don't show that. Just let the reality of it, him striking out, be what it is. Don't you add more to it by saying haterific things. Now you just look small. Don't say
Yeah,
that. I
yeah.
know what he
Well,
mean. Like, hey man, I know you're a rapper, but you ain't finna come in here and just do this in that kind of way.
so you don't you mean to tell me if you selling out? I mean, if you're the headliner and somebody come after you and they just come on your show like it's nothing, you that wouldn't be an insult to
Let me
you?
go outside so I can talk loud. Cause my wife's gonna get on
And
to me, man.
you're
The
on your
baby's
way
sleep.
out there.
Can
This
you hear me
kind of
now?
makes me think, Fresh Prince with Will Smith and Dark Aunt Viv. Because she felt that way also.
Yeah.
Like this young dude, this rapper. He gonna come up in here and he don't know. I've been through Broadway and musicals, school and all that.
And he
And he
really
gonna
couldn't act. He was lip singing. I mean, like you could see him knowing everybody's line. He's moving his lips while they're talking. So you're
Can
yeah.
you can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so but what I'm saying is Ti is not a real comedian. Let's say um, let's say we could
You're
say
breaking up.
oh, good thing is network marketing. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? So let's
Yep.
say I'm John Malott, right? I got an organization. I'm big, and then some guy, some actor or something wants to endorse the product or something. So he comes in and he's like, let's say some small time actor, I don't know, like Lorenz Tate is endorsing vitamins. And so of course Lorenz Tate is gonna get a big team. I'm not gonna get jealous of him because he can't really do anything. He's just like a figurehead. He's not real. I'm not gonna turn my hate on him. If when I listen to what Godfrey was saying, it sounds like he's trying to hate a little bit. Ti is not a
Mhm.
threat to you.
Okay. So let's because music, and we're gonna talk about this for a minute. So what happened with Diana Ross and when she had those people on
Yeah.
that tour? The what was it? The Pips, and what's her name? Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Gladys
Gladys
Do you
Knight,
Knight?
yeah.
remember when she was on a tour and these artists do this? She was on a tour and she started getting a real big standing ovation. She kicked her off the tour. Diana Ross kicked her off the tour. I remember
They have to
another
do that.
person. I remember another person. It was Earthquake tour, and somebody behind them. I don't remember what comedian it was. They start blowing up, and he said, "You get your own darn tour. You're off this tour." So go
Naturally.
ahead. What was you about to say? Okay, you say natural. Go ahead. I'm
But
listening.
Ti is not that good.
But Ti, but here's the thing. Ti has the star power, so they're cheering for him just because it's Ti.
But he's
It's in
not
Atlanta. Wait, wait,
funny.
wait,
He's not
wait, wait,
funny.
wait, wait. It's in Atlanta. He's in Atlanta. They're gonna laugh at whatever he say because he owned that city.
I don't think they will.
They did.
Ti being
It's already
funny
happened.
is a stretch. A
It
big
already. But it already
Hold on.
we're talking about what happened though. That's what I'm saying. Like we're talking he like when the whole video is about what happened at the comedy club in Atlanta. And this is what happened. This is what he was describing. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is he felt insulted. Like he even said it. He was like, if they'd have put him on before him, he would have been okay. But he was like he goes with the comedy code. Now granted, in the past it did happen before because I was talking to Will about this. I was like, what if because Richard Pryor used to always come pop up when he's about to do a tour, and they said he would sit in the back, and John Witherspoon would see him, and they go to, hey, you want to go on stage because he wanted to work on some material. Now, my question is to him is, what if Dave Chappelle came through? Would you let him speak, or you just want to play like I'm the headliner, I'm the best? Because he was saying he was the best in the whole video. Would you allow Dave Chappelle or another comedian that you respect go on? What's your thoughts, Jimmy? Jimmy?
I got to get my son. I'm gonna hit you back.
All right. Get him
I think he might have switched it up. Like that. Oh man, out of respect, gotta bring the OG up. That type of thing.
Yeah.
Because it happens, a lot of times. So I think that he probably could have brought Dave Chappelle up without any problem. What it really is they're more so worried about those outsiders.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
They don't want John Cena coming in being an actor. They don't want Will Smith being an actor.
So what it is jealousy because they get in front of the line because they have an audience already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what these people fail to realize is you got to have an audience anyway, or you're going to get canceled, or the promoter's going to cancel your show because you got to sell the tickets. Now, I'm not saying Godfrey apparently he's selling tickets. Um, yeah, and I understand what he's saying. Like you got to be, you got to put years in because they were saying that about somebody, another comedian. They're saying he's not a comedian, and then they always talk about the YouTubers who's wasn't doing comedy, and they're funny on these skits, and then they come on and they're getting these bigger audiences. Now I would say DC Young Fly, he's did very well. Like he really transitioned. Him and Country Wayne. I went to see Country Wayne and DC Young Fly in Jacksonville, and they were funnier than Mike Epps. It was Mike Epps' show. Mike Epps was the headliner of the show, and they were funny, man. But he really, he ran out of jokes, in my opinion.
I was gonna say they ain't ever coming back. They ain't never been back since, huh? But,
I don't know, but a lot of them do say if you got the big jokes, then you should just have your own tour. Then they don't want to help you no more.
Well, what I will say is that just kind of looking at hindsight on it, Godfrey, he would have probably been better off if he would have just kind of said, you know what, T.I., tip, is that how they say it? Whatever, kind of treat it like I'm gonna just take you under my wing, or I'm gonna just take you on tour. Like, think about
Well, he said he didn't want to do that though. He said he don't do that to comedians.
And that's
he don't even. He said people don't even like if they say, hey, once you watch my show, he said he won't even watch it. He's like, what am I watching it for if I'm better than you? That's what he said. Like it seem like they don't help people. But but when they talk because Nick Cannon got them together, and apparently they hashed it out or whatever. And he said he would give them tips, but maybe that's just for the video. But I kind of agree with Jimmy was saying, when he said that maybe he did that for publicity. You know what I mean? And T.I. took an offense to it. He bit it. Because if T.I. didn't respond, we wouldn't even hear about it. Because nobody really watches Godfrey's his
I didn't
stuff.
even know he had. Oh, I
He
didn't.
he,
I
he
didn't know.
went viral with the Steve Harvey impression, but other than that, like people were just not checking for him like that.
Mm.
Because he went on hip hop. He went on hip hop uncensored, and he was like thanking them just to be on the platform. Like, man, I want to be big as you. So I'm like, man, like you had a 20-year head start on everybody. And one thing I will say though, a lot of them comedians don't know how to make money. They know how to make a little living, but they were so shocked that the YouTubers could make 50,000 a month or more. When Country Wayne said he made what 2 million or 5 million, some crazy amount of money on doing YouTube skits, and Pierre, which is a OG in the game, was like, "What?" So then I noticed on his channel he started putting more content up. You see what I'm saying? But they don't. They're so stuck in their ways. A lot of these actors and entertainers are so stuck in their ways, and they look down on people who's making money on social media.
Well, you figure that's for most industries. We're in a time where people are talking about disruptions. So whether it's comedy, there's disruptions coming with that. Acting, you have people that are they're doing their own little skits and things like that. And in fact, as far as like fan made film, like I've seen some fan made stuff that is better than like the real movies.
Yeah.
So it's an information age. It's a time where they're able to disrupt a lot of things, and unfortunately, the old way of doing things, you're going to have to be able to move with the cheese. But a lot of these guys, even with people's working, people were used to working in a building. A lot of people are working from home now. So hey.
So much money on YouTube, man. I mean, on social media, point blank. Like, and people's attention span is small, and you can really take advantage of that. That's why they got TikToks really successful right now, and you see Facebook and YouTube trying to compete. So they got the reels on Facebook, they got the shorts on YouTube. Because if you don't transition with like you said, move your cheese. If you don't transition, you're gonna die in this industry or anything. Like you look what happened with Blockbuster. Like Blockbuster didn't take the cues that people wanted, to stream and get the video when they want it like that. Like with Redbox. I think Redbox tried to partner up with them and they didn't, and they pretty much took them out.
Mm.
That happened with IBM and was it IBM and what was the group? What was the IBM
Um,
and Microsoft?
okay.
It was
Yep.
Microsoft. It was with and they basically in Steve Jobs and the other dude Bill Gates took them out. Because they wasn't innovating, and so that's what I feel about like the Godfrey. Because like I'm like you was in movies before, you was in Soul Plane. I remember you had a part in that. You were what I mean. Like you've been around. I mean his bread and butter is comedy, and he's really good at working that craft, but I just feel like I know you're jealous. A lot of them are jealous of Kevin Hart, and Kevin Hart is not the funniest guy, but he knows how to do business.
Yep.
Yep, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
man.
But let me see here. So we could probably end it up on that note. Um, you want to leave us with anything, man? Last words or
Well, I mean, just talk about the subject. Whatever it is that you're doing or not doing. Um, it inspiration at midnight. Hopefully, you guys will see it during the daytime. But hey, if you have a different way of doing it, you can be able to be profitable. Go ahead and do it. Just know you're going to have some haters, big
that's a
time.
whole fact. That's a whole fact. If you haven't, man, hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe. Help us out because YouTube don't be trying to push our content unless we have some interaction. So leave a comment in the comment box on YouTube, Facebook, and also if you really like what we doing, man, if you really like it, show with your pockets. Donate. TNJ Radio. We really appreciate the people who do donate. But if you want to support us, that's how you support us, man. And we appreciate you chiming in. And the comments was popping today. But we'll leave you with that, man. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.